workshop and meeting that he has, and I want to come and support him. Anyway, really quick. So I'm going to come back on again, talk about my trip to Atlanta. My vacation was very good. I hope all of you are doing fine. You're doing well. I've been gone from June 26th and till Sunday, actually. What I did was I wanted to do a quick, brief country cross driving, but I also needed to find ways to kind of break up my trip because I really did not feel like driving 8 hours to Atlanta from Richmond. But I got to see some girlfriends of mine, which was great. So I said, okay, this is the positive side of having friends who live in different states, but I still miss my friends and wish we all lived in the same state. I think I would be much happier. Anyway, so I drove to Charlotte going down first, visit my sister girlfriend, Michelle. That was 4.5 hours, and I stayed the night. And the good thing about having friends is that you can just be real, like, girl, I want to see you too, but also I need a quick rest stop. So that's what I did. I got to stay with her. I got to see her. I haven't seen her a little bit. Missed her very, very badly. So I got to spend a little time with her. Then me and my daughter got on the road and headed to Atlanta, which is another 4.5 hours. I was able to beat the traffic. I did see a couple of accidents, and I'm always hearing that there are a lot of accidents in Atlanta. But coming from a big city like New York, big cities always going to seem like they have more accidents. Seem that way because it's a big city. It's crowded. There are a lot of people on the road. And they're constantly building highways in Atlanta. And I saw that. I heard the people down there call it spaghetti something because you see roads, highways and byways and bypasses going this way and that way. And it was crazy. I was like, wow. So they got to constantly build because of the amount of people that actually live there. Very interesting. But that happens everywhere. And so then we finally made it to Atlanta. It was really, really nice. The weather was hot, but I like warm weather. No one likes really hot, but I rather warm than cold. Even though I'm from New York, people think because you're from New York, it doesn't mean I like the cold weather. I like the clothes that we wore. Like I love turtlenecks and blazers and tall boots that go up to my knees, leather boots and all that stuff. But I don't like it freezing. And if it's snow, it's pretty. I don't mind it snowing for one day, but then disappearing the next day. Like it just all melts away, not lingering for days. And you got to dig yourself out of car. Look, I'm single. You guys, single women, know who live where it snows. I'm tired. I was tired in New York of digging, even in Richmond when it snowed, digging myself out of the snow so I can drive. Like, God, where is my husband? He's supposed to be doing this. That's when I have those moments of wishing I had a husband. Like, where is my knight in shining armor? He's supposed to come and dig my car out of the snow so I can go to work. So that's when I have those moments. But anyway, but I like the warm weather. It was very warm. I got to go to the restaurants that I had on my list because, sometimes you have a list and plan to do things. You don't get to do all of them, and I didn't do all of them. But I hit 3 restaurants that I really wanted to hit, and it was out of sight. Oh, my God. I had to get my crabs. So I tried juicy crab. Oh, I want to say one thing to Jeannie. If you see this video, I'm so sorry I didn't get to visit you. Jeannie's a member in our group, and she lives in Atlanta. She's family, but I did not get a chance to see her. And there's a few people that I get a chance to visit because, people live like 40 minutes away or an hour away from where I was, or they're on the other side of Atlanta. I was on the outskirts of Atlanta. I was in, what was the name of that town? Not Mableton. I did visit someone in Mableton, my ex-sister-in-law. I can't remember the name of the town. My ex-mother-in-law living, because I stayed with her. She lived in a beautiful, beautiful senior complex. It felt like I was in a hotel. Every day I was leaving a building, I felt like I was staying in a hotel because it was just grand and beautiful when you come in, and it's great. I can't remember the town right now she lives in. Austell, Georgia. Very nice. So, people would live so much of a distance, I couldn't see everybody. I have another girlfriend, she's a pastor down there. I have a cousin, she lived about an hour, but her schedule was so busy. She's a doctor, and we just couldn't get, she didn't get a chance to meet with me. So I said, next time I come down, we have to. And next time I'll let her know way in advance. I just kept telling her I'm coming down soon, and she tried. And then when she did have time, it was the same day I was leaving to go back, so I didn't get to see her. I haven't seen her in years. I haven't seen her since my wedding when I was married. And I got married in 1989, July 1989. So that was a long time. But I'm friends with her on social media. So yes, we sit at a nice place. I got to hit the 3 restaurants. It was juicy crab. let me tell you about the juicy crab business. Anybody had juicy crabs? I don't know if there's in other states, but they're all over Georgia. Oh my God, I felt the Holy Ghost. Those things were good. They just bring it to you, in the bag with but the juices in the bag, the seasonings, and we got something called some special juice, something like that, because it had a combination of all of their seasons in one, and you can pick the different strength, whether you want a mild, hot, and extra hot or whatever. So we had mild, which was not spicy at all, because I don't do spicy foods. Oh, let me tell you, that thing was in juice. It was in garlic and butter sauce and all these other seasonings. You didn't have to do anything to the crab meat. They gave you a nice amount of meat. Like the crab legs were a nice size. It wasn't small and skimpy. They didn't have brown spots on it. They give you 2 clusters. It has sausages in there, out of sight, corn on the cob, red potatoes. Woo! But they give you a good amount that most of us brought a little bit of food back home. I did go to Soul Crab ATL. That's a great place. I ate there first. I was like, my. I was speaking in tongues almost. I almost spoke it. Ooh, I got it in garlic and butter, which is my favorite. It tastes just as good as juicy crab. Really, I would rate them on the same level. So good. The same juicy bag, 2 clusters of crab meat and the juice. Woo, it was so good. The crab cakes, a friend of mine took me there. I got to see another friend. He's a prophet, a minister, man of God down there. And the crab cakes he had was so big. He had 2 about this size. It was so filling. That was really good. My crab legs, and I had lemon pepper calamari. I love calamari. I've never had lemon pepper calamari. So good. And the other place and I ate at other places, but the 3 places that I wanted to eat, the other place was, that was Soul Crab ATL. Oh, Greens and Gravy. The owner of dariuscooks. I used to follow him on Periscope. Some of you may follow him and know him. African-American brother. He used to cook on Periscope. He still does. From home. He would just cook all these great dishes live for you. And then he worked on a cookbook. He has a cookbook out, and he was working on his cookbook while he was cooking live on Periscope and Facebook and everything. That brother now, and he started his business just planning tours. I remember his testimony, but this parts of it I just want to share. He started setting up tours because he had such a great following from being on social media for a long time, a couple of years, from Periscope to Facebook to Instagram. He had so many followers, so he was able to just do some tours in cities to do workshops on how to cook certain meals. And next thing you know, people signing up, paying thousands of dollars. And I was like, wow. So it happened so fast for him. He had to get someone to help him set up his business structure. Like, oh my God, I didn't expect thousands of dollars. And so that's so awesome. So he's the owner of Soul Crab ATL and what I said, Greens and Gravy. Let me tell you, we got a small pan of pecan cornbread in a hot skillet. I had Cajun fish with crab meat on top, sitting on top of grits and cream corn and garlic and butter sauce. And that was awesome. Woo! That was so good. So that was really, really, really good. But I know my client's going to come out soon because I see people coming out of the meetings. I'm going to have to come back and do this. But it was great. But I want to talk about the men. So, I always heard there was not a lot of available straight men for us single women who want to be married. And mostly closer to the city of Atlanta and in Atlanta. Georgia's a big state. But, yeah, I did see a lot of ones who, were not available for us single women. I saw a lot of them, at some restaurants and they eating out together and everything. And I was like, oh, wow. Because, I've been contemplating moving to Atlanta. So everybody's asking me who knows that, like, so are you moving down? I was like, I don't know. I'm praying and I'm waiting and I'm seeing. But the landscape is beautiful. I made some money down there. Oh, I'm always talking about side hustles and businesses and operating in your passion and your purpose. I ran into a man at the beauty supply store because I was with my goddaughter who recently moved to Atlanta from New York, and it was my daughter as well. So it was my goddaughter and my daughter, and we was looking for I was looking for supplies so I can do her hair. I gave her some passion twists. So I met this man. He wanted to know if I did hair, and then next thing you know, I'm speaking to his wife on the phone, just skipping little parts, just to really verify because I'm down here and I don't know you, and now you might put me in such trafficking or something and steal me away. So I wanted to find, how legit everything was. I spoke to his wife, and then I actually met with them in person where I was staying, but outside where I was staying, and I picked up good vibes. I was discerning good spirits, and so I met them live. I did it because I wanted to do a consultation. I'm just rushing real quick so I can finish and get most of the points I wanted to make. So I met the wife, nice family. They had their son in the back. It was the husband came, brought his wife, and we was able to talk. I did their hair the next day. I made $125 doing her hair. I gave her some crochet braids, and I found this style I have never seen before of crochet braids with it. Oh, it was beautiful because she actually wanted another style. But while we were in the beauty supply, because we met together, let me back up, the next day at another beauty supply store I said, let's find a big one that probably have more hair than the one I met your husband at. And so she told me about another beauty supply store. I came across this beautiful style crochet type of hair braiding. I'd never seen it before. And she was like, oh, that's nice. So I did that. And I posted in my His Garden Naturals Facebook group for those of you who maybe not following that page, his Garden Naturals. And oh my gosh, she loved it. She said people at work, she felt like a star. It was like, oh my God. And so we became friends. She said, I believe you came in my life for more than just doing my hair. She said, I do believe in meeting people for a purpose and for seasons. And she said, you my prayer warrior. I'm looking to you as my prayer warrior, my prayer partner, whatever. So I was like, oh, God bless you. So she loved it. She was so, so, so happy. Her husband liked it. You want the husband to like it. And then my goddaughter, I think she's in this. Yes, she is in this group. My goddaughter became my other client because she's always been my client. But now that she lives in Georgia and she hadn't found anybody yet to do the protective type of styling, and my goddaughter was like, "No, God, mommy, I'm paying you," because she was getting ready to pay somebody else to do her hair, and so that was great. So I made like $275 while I was away. Ain't that something? So that gave me extra pocket change to really eat at the places I really want to eat at. And if I had more time, I would have went to some more places. So I came back with some little change in my pocket and paid some bills. Actually, half of that money went towards my car note. You guys know I have like a new car now. And I'm like, oh, Lord, I sacrificed taking that little vacation. I have to make my time because I work hourly. I'm not like full time where you get paid benefits and all that and have PTO time. So I was smart. I saw like most of my clients at the beginning of the week because I left on a Wednesday, and so I was able to make some money the same week that I left because I knew the next week coming I wouldn't really make anything because I'll be gone the whole week. But I'm getting back into the hang of things, swing of things. I just regret that I didn't get a chance to do some more live video in the group and also post some content. And I usually schedule my posts, and I said, man, I should have scheduled some posts so I can post every day like I usually do, so I wouldn't have to think about it and I could still interact with you ladies. But I'm so glad I was able to get away and do that, talking about self-care. Vacations are never long enough because, people ask, so did you enjoy it? I love it. Never long enough, but I thank God I appreciate it. I had time to do that. And I do want to go back to Georgia before the year is over while it's still kind of warm outside. So I just wanted to share a little bit about my trip. If anybody else went on vacation, you are welcome to pop in a group and share your experience. It's just encouraging just to hear people having a good time, you enjoying yourself. Then you can inspire somebody else to do the same thing. We have to create our own opportunities. I always say that, a lot of times when we work for people or do certain things, we got to move according to their schedule and their time. I hate that part because I'm such an entrepreneur. I'm like, I don't want to, I want to be take vacation when I want to take vacation. So then, Cheryl, you need to do your run your own business. But this is the reason why I'm working as a contractor and I'm doing, working in the field because hourly like that, I can set my own schedule. And as long as I work it out with my clients, I'm fine. As long as I cover what I need to cover, I'm getting my hours in with them, I'm doing my paperwork from anywhere. I love that part because I take my laptop with me everywhere and work. So that even feels like entrepreneurship because I'm an independent contractor with the mental health piece. I'm like, oh yes, and I can, my clients know I'm available 20, I'm supposed to be 24-hour on call crisis. However, I thank God I've never really had a middle of the night type of crisis. It was either early in the morning or maybe a little in the evening where somebody's having a crisis and they need me to kind of come and intervene right now through via telephone. I try not to have to go as much as possible. I always encourage people, look, whatever your natural supports are, reach out to them as much as possible because you don't want people to think that they can just, contact you any time of the day. You have to teach people to respect you and your time. And I talk a lot about valuing yourself, who you are, and then communicating that to other people so they know, like, okay, I'm gonna call. I don't want to bother Cheryl the wrong time. I got to get my rest in my sleep, and so I want you to value that. I'll be a better person, a better coach, a better counselor, a better everything if I'm able to have that time for myself. But anyway, that's it. Surprised he ain't come out here yet. I just wanted to share. Hope you guys are doing well. And we will speak soon. Blessings.